This is the new version of the Ram 1500, which in theory could be the cheapest pickup truck you've been waiting for. Or maybe not. It's called the Ram 1500 Express, and it's an option for those who no longer want to pay $70,000 or more for a pickup truck. Raise your hand if you're one of them. But in addition to this new version of the Ram 1500, Ram just announced something historic and explosive, which will surely shake up the pickup truck industry. And they're surely going to copy it later on, because neither Toyota nor Ford nor Chevrolet has this. And does it give Ram a big competitive advantage? Or will it give Ram a big competitive advantage? Who will benefit from this? You, the buyers? So stay tuned, because later on I'm going to tell you what this news is about. For now, let's take a look at what the Ram 1500 Express has to offer visually. Visually, it looks very interesting, and I'm going to show you some images that the people at Ram have sent me. Some are photographs and others are videos. Because what it has, well, it's a big improvement over the base model. It has a bumper that's the same color as the body. We see a black grille with a kind of dark, sinister tone, very few emblems, and 20-inch wheels that give it a really good look. It's going to be available in 5 colors. Which ones are they? Bright white, granite gray, forged blue, hydro blue, and diamond black. The most accessible version, meaning the cheapest one, will have a 4-door cab, a double cab. And in terms of engine, it will have the V6 Pentastar. 3.6 liters, it will be rear-wheel drive. It's the engine that gives you 305 horsepower. How much does that run cost you? $44,500? But what if you want it 4x4? Well, that's where it starts to go up a bit more. We're talking about $48,000 and some change. So the price is already going up. And if you want it Cruise Cabo with a wide double cab, which will also be 4x4, get ready to pay $51,000. Yes, and if you also want the package they call Black Express, which I'll explain to you in a moment, you have to add about $1,995 more, to be more precise. That Black Express package will include a sport hood, meaning the engine cover, also black rims and emblems, plus LED lights, running boards, and cloth bucket seats, which is what they call pocket seats in cloth. It has a center console, also with some differences compared to the regular version of the Ram. 1500 and a 7-inch instrument panel. And it's only available with the 4-wheel drive system 4x4 traction. That one specifically, that Black Express package is coming back, returning for 2026, because they previously had it in 2013. More than 20% of Ram trucks, 1,500 that were bought, consumers either chose that package or added that package. And then the success, that was in 2003, and in 2019, the success was repeated. So if it was so good, I don't know why they took it away, but anyway, for 2026, it's coming back to the Black Express package. Now then, let's talk about the engine again. Which engine is it that you're really going to want in this Ram 1500 Express? Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because the engine you're really going to want is the 3.0-liter Hurricane. That engine, which is your in-turbo, is going to give you 1,600. Or for $1,695 more, you go up to 420 horsepower. You're already increasing the power, but obviously you have to pay an extra $1,600. And also you're going to have a towing capacity of 11,550 pounds. That's why with that Hurricane engine, you add a bit more punch and capability to your Ram Express. This is the truck you'll choose in 2026, because it will arrive as a 2026 model. But if that engine isn't enough, if you still want more, well, you can go for the brand new one. In quotes, the V8, the Hemi V8 of 5.7 liters, which Ram recently announced they've decided to resurrect, revive, and include in some of their models. The Ram Express. The good news is that you can choose if you decide to buy this version of the Ram Express, either with the black package or without it. You can choose that Hemi V8, which gives you 400 horsepower. It's a 5.7-liter engine and 410 pound-feet of torque. With the system, it's a mild hybrid, what they call a mild hybrid, with the e-torque system. But how much is that going to cost you? It's going to cost you $1,200 more. The V8 doesn't come standard like it used to at some point. Now it's optional for several of those models. By the way, a lot of people are asking about that Hemi V8. Which versions is it going to be available in? Which versions? By paying the extra $1,200, you're going to have it available in the Tradesman, in the Warlock, and in the Bighorn. And obviously in this Ram Express as well. And with that, you'll get the sound and the nostalgia of having the V8, the Hemi. Because, as I explained in another video, The Hurricane gives you more power. It gives you 420 horsepower with that twin-turbo Hurricane. But a lot of people are going to choose it for nostalgic reasons. Because of how iconic it is, because of that V8, the 5.7 liters, the Hemi. But, well, you also keep a towing capacity of 11,470 pounds. That's if you go for the V8. And the payload capacity, what they call the payload, will be 1,750 pounds for the Ram Express. But here's the catch, in quotes. Because if you've taken out the calculator, you're already realizing that the truck that starts, the cheapest version, $44,000, adding the destination charges and that V8, the Hemi, 5.7 liters, which many people will want, well, it's reaching $46,000. And if you decide to add four-wheel drive, a spacious double cab, that's $1,000 more. And also the Black Express package, which costs you another $1,000. Now we're talking about going over $52,000, close to $53,000. And you're entering the territory of a Ram, or one of the better equipped versions of the Ram, right? $1,500. And I know this is going to sound a bit disappointing, because when, of course, you hear or read the headline that Ram is releasing a cheap or cheaper, more affordable version, everyone thinks, well, maybe someone already released a full-size pickup truck version for $40,000. We're not talking about a mid-size truck like the Ranger, the Tacoma, or the Colorado, but a full-size truck like the Ford F-150, the Silverado, or the Ramby. 500 thinking or hoping to have a truck that's around $40,000. Many of us have been waiting for years to see if any manufacturer with a lot of boldness and guts will release that kind of truck. And the president of Ram, Knisquis, said it clearly and basically shut down everyone who was asking. That's it. It's not possible right now, given the state of the industry. If they do it, they would lose money. It's no longer a business. It's not profitable. It's really not something that can be done right now. People, in order to afford these trucks, these pickup trucks that go over $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, and even up to $80,000, people in the United States, according to financing statistics, people are getting into loans of more than 5 years. Traditionally, loans were for 3, 4, or 5 years, but now that's not the case. Now they're getting into loans of 6, 7, and even 8 years in order to finance the vehicle they want. That pickup truck they want so much they can't afford it because it's so expensive, so they get into 7 or 8 year financing plans. It's impressive how the industry has changed in that regard. But let's think, what problem does this new Ram Express 2026 solve for the buyer? Well, basically, it's about offering a cheaper option than the current versions, better equipped, but with a bit more style. However, won't this be the cheapest Ram 1500? That title still belongs to the Ram Tradesman, which, at a price of $42,000, will continue to be the cheapest Ram. When the people from Ram presented me with this information, I thought they were going to release a truck for around $40,000, a bit cheaper than the Tradesman. I got excited because I managed to see some of the first photos, and I thought, well, this has a bit more style. Wow, they did it, but the cheapest one is still going to be the Trace. It's around $42,000, and this one is $44,000, so it would be the second cheapest. That's not a bad price because it has a bit more style. And that's important, let's say, in the current state of the industry, which really isn't bad at all. For a pickup that comes with 20-inch rims like we see here, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and a pretty clean look, just like the body-colored bumpers, the black grille, few emblems, and 5 color options. Things are options that you won't find in the cheapest one, the Traceman, if you can get it for $2,000 more. In a version that they now call the Ram Express 2026. So let me know in the comments. So, is it worth switching or choosing the Ram Express instead of the Traceman, the cheapest one? According to what it comes with, according to what it offers you, that would be good for the discussion. So give me your opinion down in the comments. And in terms of competition, what can you expect, or what can the Ram Express expect? I mean, because let's see what other trucks are positioned as full-size pickup trucks in that price range. Well, Ford has a couple of versions, the XLT and the STX, that you can get for less than $50,000. Chevrolet isn't far behind. The Silverado has the custom version. You can also get that one for under $50,000. And even the Toyota Tundra. In fact, you can get the version with a V6 engine for less than $50,000. So it's not alone, there's good competition there. The only thing would be to determine how much interest you would have in this Ram Express, in what it offers, in what it gives you visually, and in terms of engine, versus the rival from Toyota, the Tundra, the Ford STX, or the XLT. or one of the cheaper versions of the Silverado? That's an important question for you. Which option or which pickup truck would you choose in that price range, considering this new Ram Express? 2026, and keep in mind, the starting price is below $50,000. Honestly, that's good. Not only does it sound good, but it's actually good in the reality of the market. But at the end of the day, the truck you're going to want, with the level of engine and traction you want, well, it's going to cost you a lot more. And that's also the question, right? What would you choose? Would you choose the engine that the Ram Express offers you? The engine, let's say, that comes standard, the Pentastar V6, the standard V6 of the Ram. Or would you pay a little more and go for the Hemi, the V8? Would you pay $1,200 more, or would you go for the Hurricane? Would you pay $1,200 more, or would you go for the Hurricane? That's a good question to analyze for discussion. Or would you just go for the economy? I do want to save those $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 more, and I'll go for the Ram Express version, just the way they sell it, straight from the factory. Well, let me know in the comments. And what is that big historic news from Ram that I mentioned at the beginning? Well, Ram has announced that it has increased the warranty on all its new gasoline pickup trucks and vans. By how much? 10 years of warranty or 100,000 miles? This is practically double what their competitors Chevrolet, Ford, and Toyota offer. They generally offer 5 years or up to 60,000 miles of warranty. That's what it's meant to do, like I mentioned earlier, to give peace of mind to the buyer. Because more than 80% of pickup truck buyers have had to finance them. Because they're so expensive, they're very pricey. They've had to finance for more than 5 years, more than 6-7 years, spending a long time paying off their new vehicle. And this gives them the peace of mind that, at least while you're still making payments to the bank for your new truck, it has a good warranty. But what does the warranty cover? Well, it covers the engine, transmission, axles, transfer case, the differential, and other details. But it only applies to the first owner, the original owner who gets it brand new out of the package. And something important is that it doesn't apply to electric vehicles. So which vehicles are covered then? Well, all the ones that run on gasoline. The new Ram 2026 Ram 1500 Express. This one I've been talking to you about in this video. The Ram 2500 and the Ram 3500 in the vans. Huge news. And with that great news, we say goodbye. But before that, I want to know your opinion. What do you think about the increase in warranty? 100,000 miles, 10 years, more than double what Ford, Toyota, and Chevrolet competitors offer. And what do you think about the Ram? The 1500 XT, this new version of the Ram 1500. And in general, about the prices, about everything we've talked about. About how the pickup truck industry is in terms of costs. Do you think the Ram Express would be the truck you would buy? Let me know down there in the comments as well. If you liked the video, I'm going to put another video here that you'll love too, so check it out. I'll see you in the next video. A big hug.